Hello and welcome back to Wizard of Legend, where I play Wizard of Legend. And I try not to die, but then I die anyway! Joke's on you, Wizard. I wanted to die the whole time. Where are we going with today? Tell you what we're going with today, boys and girls. We're going with an oldie but a goodie. I gotta find it. Yeah, here we go. Flare Rush. What are we gonna take? We're gonna take homing flares, and then we're gonna take our boy, Tracer Barrage. That's right. We're going back to one of my favorite builds. I don't know what it is about this build, but I just like it. So I hope that you have patience with me. We're gonna take Vigor. Actually, I want to take a red cloak. You know. What do we got here? Increases max health, run speed, damage, critical chance. Yeah, heck yeah. Let's take that. We're just gonna do a mono element fire run. And we're gonna take Royal Flush. And yeah, check out our things. We got anything good? Yes, we do. We have makeshift bridge. We can't fall in pits. So, ooh, third biome Zeal. But at least we have first biome Atlas. So it's like, you know. Wait, no, that's even worse, isn't it? Because we're gonna have to fight Zeal with just objectively worse Arcana. Because they'll all do less damage to her. I mean, whatever. We'll figure it out. We're smart. Maybe we take one Water Arcana just for Zeal. Maybe we just screw the whole theme of the run. Maybe I should do a run soon where I just try to play intelligently. Like, you know, I'll give that a shot. Like, I have forethought. I'm like, oh, we've got Zeal coming up. We want to make sure we have an Arcana that can actually deal with Zeal at all. You know, that kind of thing. That kind of goes like counter to the brand. You know. I mean, you know what I have to take. It's gotta be Wanderer's Mechanism. I love this stupid thing. But we're gonna be smart. We're gonna take the Never Die first. We're gonna take the Never Die first. Nothing here is good for us, which is great. I mean, it's like all dashes. There was 2 dashes. There was 2, so it was not all dashes. There was some dashes, though. I'm just basically, I think the next few videos are going to be me trying to win. Because I want to kind of unlock some more Chaos Arcana, specifically this one people keep talking about with the dragons. I feel like once I get the dragon one, I can finally do what I've wanted to do the whole time and make myself a dragon-themed Wizard of Legend YouTuber. I think that's peak, that will be peak Zecken. When I'm able to just have a dope dragon in every video, right? How do you figure that dragons are... Wait, I've talked about exactly this before. How dragons are, like, ubiquitous in culture. Like there's no culture that doesn't have their own version of a dragon. That's how freaking cool they are. What about a crazy flying lizard appeals to humans so much? I feel like it must be somewhere deeply coded in our collective memory, the memory of Earth. Allow me to get, what's philosophical but you're dumb? What's that? What's like where you think you're having like a galaxy brain thought, but really you're just too stupid to comprehend actual philosophical thought. Anyway, I'm having one of those. Maybe our collective experience as creatures on this marvelous Earth. We kind of like remember dragons. No, not dragons. Dinosaurs. And through our memory of dinosaurs, we express differently. You know, we have different recollections of them in different... Are you serious with me right now? Are you serious with me right now? Like, I don't think this is I don't think this has ever happened on floor 1 before. To me, it's definitely happened on floor 1 before. Alright, fine. I'll take your perfect time crystal already. Okay. Like, yes. Now my time has become a lot fun. Please don't fuck this up, Zecken. This has got to be the luckiest you've got in the Wizards of Legend. Anyway. So, like, but what I'm saying is that, though, is it possible, do you think? I kind of want to get the Burning Sprite because it's super on theme for the run. I kind of want to do it. Excuse the amount of extra time I'm taking to do something functionally useless. Also, we're down to destroying barrels, so maybe this is, you know what? You know, it's not. Maybe it's not worth the time. The thing is, we need 2 gold, right? So it's like, I keep saying maybe it's not worth the time, but then my brain's like, but it's only 2 gold. You only have to find 2 gold. Okay, we're going to this portal, and if there's not 2 gold, then there's not 2 gold. Okay, there wasn't 2 gold, so we're done. Anyway. Maybe locked in our genetic memory, or something like that that sounds smart, but I don't know that's actually a thing. We have some experience of the dinosaurs. You know, and that is what allows us to all remember large reptilian beasts prowling around, you know, and maybe that's why dragons. I feel like that was just, I feel like there's just enough intelligence there to not be like, that's the stupidest thing I've heard, but it's definitely, I don't believe that it's true at all. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not a biology guy. I don't know anything about biology. You know what I mean? I know the normal stuff about biology. I don't know, like, the next level stuff about biology. I actually did just recently watch a YouTube video, and then a series of YouTube videos, which I would really highly recommend if you have any interest in science or anything like that, called PBS Aeons. And it goes over a lot of crazy stuff about kind of like old time. This is likely why I'm having this thought, actually. Because I just had Aeons on the mind. But it's amazing. PBS Aeons on YouTube. Oh, wow. Really, can't recommend it enough. But yeah, so like, you know what I mean? Like, I've been doing some absorbing of some kind of like biology information, but I just don't care for biology at all. I don't like the science of biology. It's like very rude for me to say this because a lot of people really do like biology, but it's so weak as a science compared to your physics and your chemistries. You know, it is the way to get the data is just obstructed by the fact that you cannot test a lot of this stuff on human beings, and you shouldn't be able to. I'm not trying to make an argument that you shouldn't be able to at all. I think that obviously ethics is very important. But I just mean, like, it's tougher, you know what I mean? You can just shoot. Okay, like, here's the thing. We're like, we want to know more about the universe. What are we gonna do? I don't know. Just shoot particles at each other hella fast. And watch how they explode. And then we can learn stuff from that. You cannot possibly launch 2 humans at each other very quickly and watch how they explode. Like, I mean, well, let me say that in different terms. You would go to super jail if you attempted to perform the experiment I just outlined. You know what I mean? Like, hey, Bob and Ray, you guys want to go ahead and getting these cannons that are facing each other? We're just gonna load them up. We're gonna launch you at extremely high speeds at each other and just kind of see what happens, man. You know, like, there's tons of experiments we could do on humans, I'm sure. I don't know them. Again, not a biology guy, but it feels true. We could do, that would help us to understand better that we simply cannot do because it's horribly unethical, you know? Especially when it comes to, like, behavioral stuff. when you get more towards the psychology side of things, oh my gosh, I bet there's all kinds of crazy stuff you can do that like would help, you know, us learn more about the human condition and humans and stuff like that. You should literally never, those experiments should never be performed, you know. So I mean, we're at, yeah, we're gonna level up Crisscross. I'm not some guy who's like, you know what, leveling up Crisscross isn't a great idea here. I absolutely believe it's a great idea. And not all of them are just that I like Crisscross. But like, that's a lot of them though. Very good stuff. Alrighty. So it's like, yeah, you know. I don't know. But so back to my point about biology. Biology is an incredibly useful and important science. I cannot pretend like it's anything else. Just personally, I'm like a physics and chem guy. You know, I prefer those sciences because the way that they obtain data is a lot less Oh, I think I did. I think I actually executed the strategy that Canadian 360 told me about. I did the drive-by, man. I'm pretty sure. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe I'm dumb. But I could have. That could be it. Like the thing about bio for me is that it's not very... It's also new. I don't know. I got a lot of problems with bio personally. Which is to mean I don't like it. So I don't seek out the knowledge. That means nothing. I'm not trying to say anything about its usefulness. Its usefulness is off the charts. I think to me, personally even, it's the most useful. Well, I mean, that's tough. I mean, listen, that's... Now we're getting into all kinds of crazy stuff. Because you gotta start thinking like, well, really it's physics, because physics is what allows you to experience the world and move and stuff like that. Okay, yeah, I get it. But like, I mean... The advancements made by biology, I think, to me, probably are the most personally relevant because, yes, getting around in a car is good, and it's awesome, and I understand that there's a lot of things that would be impossible without physics, but if aside from just saying, well, physics is necessary for this thing to exist, I think biology gives us medicine, and medicine is, by and large, the most useful thing in my life personally. Because it saves lives, right? So it's like, I don't know. It's for me, I would say that this point is a stupid one to make, and all sciences are very important at the end of the day. However, I dislike biology, so there you go. What are you gonna do, right? What are you gonna do? All right. When healed for more than your max health, gain a shield. I mean. I kind of want to do it, man. I kind of want to vote on Zecken here today, you know? This could be wrong, but I'm hoping that instead of wrong, it's the right thing to do. This run just feels really powerful, and so I want to, like... I think that that's an incredible advantage, you know? That particular relic. Because basically what it says is like, if you buy a health potion, you're at full health, you're gonna get like a 200 shield, bud. Now 200 shield would be like, I don't even like broken. I think personally, I think it's broken, right? Like, anyway. Here's the thing about science that you gotta understand. It's so good. It's so good and it's so fun. It's both. If you ever wanna just, here's the thing. If you ever just wanna have a good time, and you're like, but I hate learning. Well, I think a lot of people hate learning. And it's not their fault. It's not, listen, it's like, you know, you're born the way you're born, buddy. It's not like, oh, you hate learning? Oh, oh man, you're like, you suck, bro. No way. Not anything like that. If you dislike learning, likely it's because someone made learning bad for you, or some such like that. You know what I mean? Like, the way that you were instructed was not conducive to how you wish to learn. And I think that that's a very important distinction, that a lot of people don't hate learning. They hate the kind of learning they've had to do so far. If you're into visually learning things, I gotta recommend, this is all projectiles. So, I mean, like, this is a no-brainer. I gotta recommend checking out the channel Kyrgyzstan. I'm not gonna try to spell it for you, because, like, I don't know how to spell it. Just straight up. That's the truth. But it's amazing. Just type into Google, like, duck science YouTuber or something like that. It'll come up. Or do your best guess at Kyrgyzstan, you know what I mean? It's like K-U-R... You know, here we go. I think we're back. Yeah, we're back. Okay, you ready? Here we go. It's K-U-R-G-E-S-A-G-T. Kyrgyzstan. It's amazing. Amazing, truly. Okay, so we're gonna buy the health potion to get that sweet shield. Look at this. Where's our shield? Where's our shield? Why don't we have a shield? Why don't we have a shield? Oh, we do have a shield. It's above our character. Look at that big beefy shield, man. Science is awesome, man. It's a real cool thing. I think science sometimes is a double-edged sword for people. Some people are like, science is awesome, but I don't want to think it's too awesome. I don't want to get caught up in the science, you know, and then lose myself in the sauce and start, like, just believing everything scientists said. And I think for that reason, some people are scared of science. They're like, I don't want to become one of those people who just, like, believes everything that a scientist said. And, you know, what I say to that is, well, then don't. And you'll be fine. You know what I mean? There's similarly another group of people who are like, I don't want to get interested in science because it's for nerds. And it's like, to those people I say, well, yeah, you're right. You know, but I mean, like, it's not different than knowing a lot about, like, say, you know, something cool. It's just it happens to be about, you know, different information. And there are so many kinds of science. I think a lot of people, and myself, I'm very guilty of this. When they hear science, they think physics, math, boring, you know what I mean? But there's so much science. There's the science of the brain. There's animal-related sciences. There's sports science. There's all kinds of different kinds of sciences. There's a science for everyone, literally. You know what I mean? I mean, it's just such a broad and beautiful wealth of a topic that it's like, check out some science, man. You know, and if you don't like science, check out some science of stuff you like. You know, if you're really into sports, check out some sports science. What's the physics of golf? You know what I mean? Like, you know, there's some interesting stuff that you can learn about, like, just a golf ball that I think even if you're not into science, you might like to know. You know what I mean? There's like that for everything, man. You're just like, I love trains. You probably already like science of motion. You know what I mean? You definitely like the idea of combustion, things like that. Anyway, I don't know what I'm saying here. I'm lost in the sauce. I'm enjoying this run so much that my brain's just turned to mush, and I'm just like, science good, and it is. What else? It's just important, I think. It's important, I think, for people to learn. And it's also important to acknowledge that a lot of the way that people were taught to learn is wrong and bad. And I don't mean school is bad. School is really good. You should go to school. I mean, the way that they teach in schools is less conducive to learning being fun for people. And that is, oh god, no. No. Let us out. Let us out of this hellscape. Let us out of this hellscape, please. And I think a lot of people get turned off from school because of that. Because the learning was administered in a way that made it boring or bad, or they did not like it and stuff like that. And that's, I mean, listen, that doesn't make school bad, okay? School is still fine. You should still learn. You should still go to school. Everyone should go to school. I don't know why I'm saying everyone should go to school. A YouTube video about Wizard of Legends. But let's see. Here we are. We're in this space now, and so I must merely accept where we've gone. I don't even think that school is... I have much less problems with school than I think a lot of people. Who maybe think that school punishes creativity and stuff like that. I think that that's true for some schools. But I think that by and large schools are mostly... They're on the good side of things. I will say that schools can have a reputation of stifling things like creativity, and I will also say that it can be hard to maybe handle situations where people have a kid who's having that experience because it's not necessarily something that the school is going to be accommodating of or believe. But I'll say that school, by and large, is really, really good and important. But the way that people learn doesn't always match up. Now, educators are getting smart about this. You know, and it's taken them a long time because, I mean, this comes back to science. The science of education is not new. Not at all. But there's been a lot of advancements in, like, the last 10, 15 years. And they're learning. How do we educate people who we thought just didn't want to learn or weren't able to be educated? And it's like they're coming up with a lot of really good ideas, and there's a lot of really smart people working on that problem now, and I think that's a very important thing. So I would say that I don't know what I'm talking about anymore because we fought the boss. But long and short of it is, I don't know what I'm so lost in my own brain right now. This is so rambly. I'm very sorry. I hope you're liking the run. I think the run's going well. Pretty well, actually. But I know that the commentary, it suffers a little bit sometimes. In any case, people need to pay more attention to how people learn, and they're doing it. Educators are catching up to all the different kinds of learners, you know what I mean? Personally, I did not enjoy learning. Especially the way that school told me that I should learn. I thought, this is dumb. This is not how I learn. You know what I mean? And I was very fortunate to have really important and impactful educators in my life that saw that it wasn't that I was a big dum-dum. You know, I mean, listen, I'm not the most intelligent dude. I know what I know and not much else. But like the fact of the matter is that my educators said, hey, he's not stupid. You know, he's the way he learns is not the same way as every other kid, but that doesn't make him a big old dum-dum. And they recognized that, and they helped me learn in ways that were more conducive to my preferences, which is like, you know, I do better visually, I do better practically, and they accommodated that where they could, while still trying to make sure that I had the best shot that I had to do the more standardized learning that you have to do in order to pass the tests and stuff like that, you know? So it's like, educators are wising up to stuff like that, you know what I mean? And I think a lot of educators, especially in the high school setting, in the public school setting, I think a lot of educators really deeply care about education and making sure that kids have the best educations they can, you know? I believe that in my heart of hearts. I think it changes a little bit when you get into academia. I think because academia has been around for so long, I think it's more inflexible than say like a you know, child education. And so I think that maybe there's more opportunities in say university or college, depending where you're from, to facilitate all kinds of learners. You know what I mean? But there's an avenue, you know, for people, no matter what their style is. So. I mean, we gotta get this, right? We gotta actually get another freaking Flame Arcana here. This is I've been sleeping on Flame Arcanas here. Oh, I was like, okay, so there's just no way. There's just no way to get to there, but there's actually a very well hidden duck down here. But yeah, learning is really good, and I encourage people to learn whenever they can. The more you know, the more power you have. And that sounds like some hacky thing that, you know, you'd hear at a TED Talk, but it's not a hacky thing you learn at a TED Talk. Well, I can't say that. I haven't watched all the TED Talks. I'm not the hugest fan of TED Talks. I take that back. I'm not the hugest fan of TEDx Talks. But I'll say that it's true. The more you know, the more power that you have. The more knowledge that you possess, the more knowledge you can leverage. And I don't mean power as in like you're gonna shoot lasers out of your eyes or whatever. I don't think anyone thought I meant. That's really dumb. That was such a dumb thing to say. But I said it already, so. But no, like I mean like you know, social power or you know, there's lots of situations where you can have power that aren't necessarily like, you know, anything close to a superpower. Though sometimes knowledge is a superpower. Sometimes people will say things to you, and it's like you have a power to detect that they're bullshitting. You know, and you're like, hey, quit that, man. Quit your bullshitting, man, you know? Don't look at that damage taken number, please. I'm just gonna need you all to go ahead and just not look at that damage taken number. That would... What? What the heck? What the fuck? Did we glitch out and go to the last level or something? Excuse my language, but what the heck? I 1000% do not understand what just happened. Did we glitch out? Why did this happen? I was too lost. I was too lost in the sauce earlier. I wasn't paying attention to something, and how that happened. What the fuck happened there? You know, we got it. We got it. We got it. We got to stock up on full, you know... I have no idea what happened there. Okay, no, this is the level we came into. We just dipped. We dipped out. We went to the Shadow Realm, dude. All right, whatever. I don't even know. Anyway, what I was trying to say is learn whenever you can. Learning is great, and I don't mean learn like with a textbook. I mean, anytime that you accrue new knowledge, that's learning. You know, I'm not gonna be a guy who sits here and tells you learning a video game isn't learning. It's learning. You're learning something. It is not gonna serve you as well, I imagine, as learning like how to whittle, you know, or how to you know, do your taxes or whatever. But I'm not gonna sit here and tell you to learn how to do your taxes. You know, just learn as much as you can. Brains are hungry for info. You know, they want more info. You know? And as long as you're keeping your brain healthy and exercised by feeding it all the info that it wants, doesn't really matter what that info is. You know, as long as it's not harmful. And you'll be good. You know? Because a lot of the time people kind of, their brains atrophy, I think. I think they, when we get older, we stop learning as much and our brains, they become very sad. You know, so it's like, if you're learning, your brain will become less sad. Isn't that... That sounds wonderful, right? Like, that's not just a me thing either. Like, I think that sounds, to most people, wonderful. Oh yeah, we're gonna big roast here. That was beautiful. So yeah, keep learning. And share knowledge too. Share your knowledge. You know what I mean? Like when you learn something cool, share it with someone. They're probably not gonna care, but who cares if they don't care, man? Like they're not gonna be like, oh man, I hate that you wasted my time. They're probably just gonna be like, oh cool, you know? But you know what's gonna happen? Dollars to donuts. You know what's gonna happen? They're gonna be somewhere in their future, and then they're gonna recall what you have said, and then they're gonna be like, oh, I remember hearing this, and then they're gonna feel good about that. They're gonna be like, oh, nice. I just got to like use some knowledge, like, random knowledge I thought was gonna be not very useful, and I just got to pull that out of nowhere, you know? Here's the thing, guys. I think we grabbed the defensive relic here. I think right now our damage is in a pretty good spot. Oh, we're gonna get a nice little shield for this fight. Oh goodness me, that's great. Okay. Remember Zeal. We have no time between her attacks, so we just gotta try. We gotta try our best, you know? Okay, 1. Here's 2. This is 3. Here's 4. 5. Oh, that's it! Alright, now get out. Okay, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, and then we got 1, 2, 3, 4, alt. Yes! I don't know if you guys saw that because I was focusing real hard and not saying anything at all. I actually started casting as her ult ended in order to make sure that my signature, which charges up freakishly quickly, was fully charged by the time that that it needed to be. I'm proud of myself. Okay, I'm proud of myself, and I'm drawing attention to something I'm proud of. That's what's happening. Oh man, feels good, man. We're in full focus mode here, boys and girls. I'm very sorry because I'm not saying anything at all. But this is what it's like when you're pumping at this level, and you're excited to finally get to this part of the game. No way, dude. Did they really give us Grand Summoner? What did we do? What did we do today? Did I do a good deed? Like, what's going on here? We get freaking Grand Summoner? Even more signature? I gotta do it. I gotta do it. I gotta do it. I gotta go with even more signature. Look at this little shield here we got too. Oh my goodness, man. I think it says dramatically increases too. We'll check after. Now we can grab this health right away because it turns into a shield, man. Yeah, Sura, what up, bruh? Oh, we got the double alt. We got the double alt during that phase, man. We got the freaking... I'm so sorry. Like, I know this. I was, like, chatting the whole time for this run, and now I just haven't said anything. And I'm sorry, that's very true. That's a very fair criticism of this run right now. Oh, no. Okay, no. Don't give up the goose, man. Don't give up the goose, man. No, don't give up the goose. Okay. Just take your time. Take your time. Take your time, bro. Take your time. Just take your time. Oh, yeah! You knew it! You knew it! I knew it! We all knew it! When I got perfect time crystal on the first floor, I'm at the point where despite it being closer than you want it to be, despite, does it say dramatically? No, just increases. Okay. Despite it being, okay, close, and closer than you want it to be, in this situation in particular, we got something good early on, and we converted it to a win. I'm at the point where at least if the run gives me something like super powerful at the start, I don't then fail the run. And honestly, up till Sura, I don't want to brag or anything like that. Up till Sura, I thought that I played very well. At times. Maybe up until the last biome. Mark of Discord. I'm telling you right now, man, like this is the proudest run I've had because we got something good and we didn't lose it. You know, we actually converted it to a victory. So thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you like it. If you do, click the like button. Sorry about the break. We're back to regular upload schedule. And yeah, we'll talk to you later.